Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to another edition of Unsolicited Opinion. Today we are going to be talking about very sensitive. I'm going to be breaking tables. I don't care. Some people will hate me for it, but then I'm just going to keep doing what I'm supposed to do. We are going to be talking about the inconsiderate in-laws. You know, there's a time where a couple come together, two families come together, they agree to their daughter and son getting married, and they believe that they will live to the best of their ability to make life happy, even though there might be ups and downs, but then they are comfortable that the ups and downs are going to be handled with some sort of maturity. But now we also forget that families are the people that cause the highest problems in a marriage life. You know, it can come to a society where, particularly ours, where the in-laws are always the problem. And unfortunately speaking, the in-laws from the male side are always those who bring the highest amount of problems in a family. You know, you see a father-in-law, your son gets married, you start thinking your son is supposed to be thinking about you alone. No, he has a wife and maybe a family to start, and they are supposed to be taking care of that, but you think everything is about you, and then now you're supposed to come in as the man, and then you want to own everything. You know, it's not supposed to be that way. You are supposed to let your son make the decisions he is supposed to do with his wife, and the two are one because they have been married and with your consent at the same time. Now, also want to talk about the sisters-in-laws. You know, sisters-in-law, they always want to say a greater say in their brother's life. No, your brother is married. You don't have a say unless you are given that opportunity to say it, and do not think that anything you say is going to come to pass. You know, at times you even see some sisters, they are like, oh, my brother does not take care of me anymore. He now spends more money on his wife. He does not take care of me like he used to do before. Yes, your boyfriend does the same thing, and your family, your boyfriend's family are not complaining, or your own husband's family are not complaining. So why do you think that because your brother is spending more money on his wife, it is your place to say something about it? No, that's not what's going to happen. Now, what about brother-in-laws? You know, the worst one is particularly the brothers who are so goddamn lazy, and then they think that because their brother is making money, they are supposed to come in and their wife is not supposed to enjoy. No, their wife is supposed to enjoy the best part of anything you're supposed to have. Worst one is when your brother even dies. You see, when the man dies and then his brothers come in and want to take over their property and want to do this and want to even get married to their own brother's wife. Oh no, in our African culture, you cannot get married to somebody within your affinity or by affinity or blood. You know, meaning affinity is relation by marriage or relation by blood, and your brother's wife is your relation already. Worst one is when you even want to come and take your brother's property because he is dead, and you think that you're the one who is supposed to own those things, and you're taking them to go and please your own wife. Imagine if your brother was alive and you die, and your brother came now to take your own things to go and please his own wife. How will it be? Change the table for a moment and see what happens. Because most of the time you hear them say, oh, my brother has worked so hard, I have to enjoy his money, his wife is supposed to go, blah blah blah. Those ones are in movies. In reality it happens, but now you are forgetting that you are also taking those things to go and please your own wife. Oh, no. Don't even get me started with the mother-in-laws. Those are the worst set of people a new bride does not want to see. The new bride always have a problem with the mother-in-law because the mother-in-law thinks that because he raised the child, he's supposed to determine how the child lives and how the child accepts his wife. No, when you were in your own husband's house, when you just got married, nobody came to maltreat you. Now your own son is getting married. You think because you love your son more than the wife, you are supposed to determine what he's supposed to do. No, your son does not live with you anymore. Your son lives with his wife. And then why do you think that everything that he does has to be validated by you? Hell no. Your son has become independent and has a family and has somebody who is going to help him make that decision. Even if the decision is against you, the only thing you're going to do is to keep loving your son and expecting that the best he's going to do is for the interest of the family. And then at times I even wonder if people really forget that when they accompany these new couples to the council to get married in our society in Cameroon, they always say joint property or separate property. In front of you, your child says joint property, and then when he dies, you think you can come and just separate the property. You could have separated it when it was at the council, when they would have said joint property or separate property, and then you come up and says, no, I don't want my child to have a joint property. That would have been very considerate because your child was still alive. Now that he has signed a joint property with his wife and is of late, you want to come and own everything. At times, some families really don't understand what they are getting into. You know, I recently attended a wedding where a traditional wedding where the traditional authorities had a register at the family compound where you indicate whether it's joint property or separate property. And now you think that because even only tradition does not recognize it, they are now wise enough. You put it there, they will come and hold you against it. So parents, particularly the mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters of the groom, please allow the new bride and his husband and her husband to enjoy their life. Stay away. Be the people you are supposed to be. Make life comfortable for them, because the moment the wife is comfortable, you too yourself, you're comfortable. You know, I even baffled me at some point. I remember of recent, I was talking to a newly brided wife, and then she was telling me that, can you imagine, my mother-in-law came into my house and met my husband and said, my son, please, I saw some pots and plates in your kitchen. It's like you're not using them. I need them. I was waiting to hear the answer the husband gave. The husband said, Mama, I do not even know how much those things cost, talk less of where they even sell them. It's my wife who bought them. If you need them, talk to her, not to me. And she was like, you are my son, you can give me anything, this is your house. He said, no, it is my house, but it also equally belongs to my wife. You know, in my unsolicited opinion today, honestly speaking, unfortunately, I have gone through it because I saw what happened to my mother when my father died, and it is unspeakable. It is unacceptable, because some children have to suffer because their father died, and because the in-laws did not take into consideration that the wife still have children to raise, the wife still has to live, and the wife has to be happy and you know, it's really baffling. But then that's my unsolicited opinion. If you think that I am not correct, or you can accept what I'm saying, remember to strike a conversation in the comment section, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know what? It's a wrap up for me. Bye bye.